G'day everybody and welcome to our playthrough of High Rise City. It's a Skylines-esque city builder from what I'm told. We're loading into the map now. It is not optimized in any
Welcome.
way.
My name is Ronnie, lead
yuck.
engineer and official voice of the High Rise City project. Our analysis of the data collected worldwide has shown that you are the best person for the new position of project manager. Your vast experience in strategy is unparalleled. Many different projects focusing on planning, simulation, and economics are listed in your portfolio. There is a lot at stake here. Our first attempts were difficult, so embrace the opportunity. But before you jump into action, here are a few hints about the special characteristics in High Rise City. Let's start with something simple. You can move your HUD screens by clicking and just moving them with the mouse. Now let's get used to the basic controls. You can move your camera easily with W, S, A, and D, or with the arrow keys. To rotate the camera, you can either press Q and E. To zoom, spin the mouse wheel. Good. Now let's move on. In the left upper corner, you can see your current balance, and below you can see if you're making profit or if you're losing money. And by the way, if you ever run short of money, remember you can also take out a loan. Next to this, you'll find the number of your inhabitants. Here you can see the resources. To build buildings, you need both money and materials. As you play the game, more resources will become available. All right, now let's build something. Let's start with some streets. Citizens decide to build houses based on external influences. In higher ranked zones, skyscrapers of up to several hundred meters may be created. However, this takes time. Time you can speed up on the top left in your HUD. After the first flats have been built, a symbol appears above the buildings. It signals that this building has problems. Details about the building can be found in the building menu. Here you can see what is missing to satisfy the people living there. Here you can see which services are needed. Some services are more important than others for your citizens. Residents of the first zone usually just need a good doctor close by. Wind turbines can be placed anywhere in the city. They don't need roads nearby. They will supply the buildings with power anyway, so just place them where you would like to have them. In order for the electricity to reach your city, we need a substation. It will carry the electricity from your wind turbine to your city and distribute it there. Most buildings also need water. Water towers produce water, but they also need electricity. Build water towers near residential buildings. Under your mouse, you see a white water node. Each building which is producing water also has such a node. Click on the one from the water tower to have a starting point. Now draw your pipes. By the way, unconnected nodes will appear red. Your city produces garbage, and that can cause serious issues. So you should take care of that. Garbage carriers can pick it up. Garbage zones must be placed so garbage can be stored. The doctor can take care of a defined zone you can see as a circle. Later on in the game, additional services will be required. Finally, we will cover the consumer goods. Fish is one of the most fundamental foods, and they can be acquired by a fishery. Those have to be placed near water and require road access. To build a farm, you need to define an area with surrounding streets. The roads must be a closed system. Existing roads can also be used. Build the shipping company next to a road. They also have a certain action radius. Within that radius, goods are collected. If the radius is too big, it takes much longer to pick up the goods. Let us go back to an apartment, so we can see the difference in satisfaction now that we've fixed most of the issues. You can see here which goods or food they need. Some goods have a higher impact on their satisfaction. Once selected, you can see the range of the building displayed as a circle. The productivity is also displayed. And yes, the lumberjack yard also needs access to a road to function. Here you can see the status of the building. How many raw materials? Make sure the lumberjack yard is within the reach of your carrier, or place another carrier closer to it in order to keep travel times as low as possible.
Interesting so far.
Now that you are
Does need some
producing
tweaking.
wood, it is time to process them into planks. For this procedure, you will need to build a sawmill. Note, place the sawmill within reach of a carrier and next to a road. Insulation material is another important resource for your city. It is farmed the same way as your vegetables. Mark out an area using roads. This area will become your farm. Now make sure the farm building is connected to your road network and in reach of a carrier. Industrial buildings require offices to function. Offices don't have to be next to any specific building. However, they still require a road to be close by. Building offices is one of the best ways to generate. The construction of such custom buildings also costs money and resources. This menu gives a good overview about the resources. To expand the capacity of your city, you will need to build warehouses. The town hall is an important building. After you've placed it, you can see revenues and other statistics about your town in detail. Here you can see how the balance is calculated. You can also define the taxes here. In a not-so-distant future, a large part of humanity lives in cities, and the infrastructure can hardly keep up with the ever-growing number of people. Roads are clogged, there is not enough housing, and basic services are at risk. It was at this time that the High-Rise City HRC research project was launched, with the goal of building new cities as quickly as possible to combat overpopulation. The project was led by
Right. Okay, well that seems to be the end of the tutorial, so to speak. Seems pretty solid. Could use some graphical improvement, but it is alpha demo, so I don't know what the deal is with the wheel overhead. But it combines the city building aspects of SimCity / City Skylines with a resource and transportation network kind of deal by the looks of it. There's milestones. You can do terraforming, you can place decorations, like people, whatever that is, a building. Okay, so you can decorate it. FPS optimization needs a bit of work. Employee zone, craftsman zone. That should probably be yellow, I reckon, but you need to unlock it first. Okay. Bus stops, office zones again, fruit farms, clay pits, brickworks, local garbage collector I think we already have, and a garbage dump I think we already have. Garbage collector and a garbage dump, yes and yes. Let's take a look at these brickworks. The clay one. On a clay deposit. Okay, where do you find a clay deposit? Ah! So you can do more than one by the looks of that, which we will do. 1, 2. Screw it, we'll do 3. Big fan of that snapping sort of stuff. The way it does that, it's not ideal. Although it does sort of give you a line, so you can join it up how you like. Water. It's the water dump. Sorry about that. And then we'll build a brickwork. He's not. Yeah, they're getting one. They just won't get power unless does it give you a supply versus usage kind of deal. Don't think it does. Yeah, I don't know. Resources, no access to the power grid, no hauler in range. Roger, all of that. So we'll build a hauler. Yes, the substations have a range. So if I wonder if I build another subby, that will satisfy. We'll see. We shall see, folks. We shall see. Missing resources. So he's just looking for clay. And these guys. No access to the power grid. You should theoretically have power now. Unless, no, I might have to build that there. We'll see what's what. You can also, okay, so you can also connect the substations with high voltage power lines. Realistic, not very pretty, which is also very realistic, I might point out. It needs clay. These guys should start producing clay. Yeah, okay, so that's the brickworks. Punch out a fruit farm. Apparently that's not big enough. Oh, it's missing the bricks. We need more bricks. So I'll let the bricks do their thing. I was going to say, you can't seriously still be waiting on resources. You have them. So it's got air pollution stuff, it's got garbage stuff. It's got all the solids, all the foundations of works required. That's insulation material, so it's still working on that. I assume you want to have it stabilized, so we might build, if we can, instead we'll build an insulation material farm there. So we got 2. Oh, well, I did chuckle a little bit that they immediately went to hemp. It's a good thing, depending on your point of view. There's the garbage. Something dodgy with the cameras. See how it does that? Want to build the dump way further out, because that's going to cause us some problems. Probably also don't want to go near the water, so even though I don't want to really put it in the trees either. In the trees it's gonna go. So you can't just expand and build. You've got to get your resources to build up and then expand. Seems to be the name of the game. Just letting things build up there a bit. And then we'll build some more houses and whatnot. Banks, highways, roads, solar plants, tax settings, missions, credit. Okay. Then you get hit with the new demands, which are sort of expected, if I'm honest. Cop shop. Always amused when we demand cop shops because in my experience a lot of people don't want cops. Oh, what's your drama? No drama? All is well? All is well. Build a fire station out here. And a cop shop, I guess. It annoys me that the industrial building's needed as well, but whatever. Okay. What else we got going on? We have medium-sized offices provide more office space than small offices, but they take up the same area. Because building them takes more resources, your revenue will be slightly higher. This office can be used by citizens of any tier and has the same requirements as the previous tier. Employee zone. Slap out a tier, a block of these, and see what's what.
We've been looking for suitable locations for new cities for a long time. This area seems to be a good choice to accommodate millions of people. There is sufficient access to water and enough resources close by. Thus, independent growth is possible. Since many resources are found in the urban area, transport distances are reduced, thus improving the environmental balance. In our first attempt, poor location was one of the reasons we failed. This was further compounded by infighting amongst politicians. The result was gridlock and economic collapse. Both seem to have been solved. Time to expand your competencies. You now have the opportunity to buy additional zones. Choose your zone wisely, but I don't think I need to worry about that with you.
Okay, we can buy new zones. we've got missions popping up there. Improve the building level. Huh. You can drive around your own city. No crap. That's a nice little touch, I think. It'll probably annoy you over the long term, but I think it's a nice touch. Ooh. Controls are fun, I'll give it that. I suppose this is a good way to know how hard your city is to navigate, things like that. Cars took off before it became green. It'd be a lot more challenging if collision was on, and you had to follow the road rules. I can probably see why they didn't do that. We're here. No, we're somewhere anyway. Woohoo! Either this thing's got a flat tire, or its wheel alignment is way off. Whoa! Hey, we did it. See ya. That was a cool little feature. We have public transport buildings available. What was that from? No, that was from the last thing. I can get rid of that. There is a lack of veggies. I am extremely aware, but I still want to build a fruit farm. There we go, fruit farm. We got new roads, which we don't care about at this point in time. Actually, we go to a double. Build another fruit, vegetable farm, and so on. Okay, why do I keep getting this power thing? Because these guys aren't producing power. Right. Power. Solar. Does it need a road, this one? No. Just needs space. We might actually right down here. Alright, meter, pretty standard. Task complete. Task complete. And you can do more sort of driving jobs. I don't. So you do the jobs. Oh. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, that wasn't me. Yeah, not that one. come there's no, they're getting power now. Are they getting power now? That would be why. Okay, refresh tutorials. Still got power issues, but looksy. But I'm gonna start this job. As someone who has a truck license and regularly drives heavy machinery, yeah, steering and responsiveness could use some work. But like if collision was on, holy god, we'd be causing absolute disasters. Woo! Spin out, baby! Well, okay. So that's how you upgrade your buildings, by doing the tasks that it sets out for you. Yeah, yeah, it's not too, it's got solid foundations. I think graphics needs to work. It obviously needs optimizing, but I think it's pretty solid. I'm not sure how it'll go when you start getting into really, really big sort of cities and the like. Mine and iron smelter. So it does, right? So yeah, it definitely combines that city building with industry sort of stuff. They also need to work on their notification pop-ups, because you're seeing stuff that you've already seen multiple times. Slap out a church, because why not? Church. Leisure. Playground. Elementary school. Resource missing tools. Yes, well. Don't think I can do the... You've also got to make clothes and stuff, but looksy. The industry side of it's going to be fairly in depth by the looks of it. We should have a mining building and stuff in there. Or is that the next level? That's the next level. We need employees, which we're not going to get to. That's it.
We could be faster in our urban development. Buildings and their efficiency are the key to large, prosperous cities. I have received confirmation of extensive improvements of various buildings from all sectors. However, we need your help. From now on, we will offer you smaller assignments. If you can complete them in a certain period of time, it will speed up your city's progress and
The demo ends in 5 seconds, guys, so... You know, it obviously goes a bit more in depth, but yeah, it's solid. It's solid, in my opinion. I wonder if that locks you out. Yeah, it does. Well, there you go, guys. High Rise City demo. Solid, in my opinion, and I think, by the looks of things, the industry side of it gets fairly in depth, so when they release another demo where you've got more playtime and more ability to delve into it, worthwhile, in my opinion, guys, worthwhile. That's the end of this video. Thanks for coming along. Catch you on the next one.